embroidered chore jacket. This has such a fun, flirty, feminine take to it. That's kind of my take on this. We have two colors. Sam, obviously you have the chambray, and then we have this stunning ivory on the other side. So you've got a couple of options, a little more color obviously in the chambray.
Yeah, and I want to tell you guys there's a matching jean that has like 4.6 stars that goes back to this jacket. I don't know if we have the item number, but if you're looking to complete the set or you love the look of this, but you prefer it in a denim, the same embroidery is going to be on the denim. Now here's the story of this embroidery. This is what we call an eyelet embroidery. So that was the inspiration. We vintage shop, Suzanne, all over the world. The designers travel. We shop in Italy, we shop in France, London, of course, LA and New York. We found a beautiful vintage eyelet, and it was done in these kind of like more botanicals. It was more leaves and vines, not just circles and flowers. We loved it. We bought it. We sent it to our design team, and we were inspired by that. They kind of blew it up and they gave it to you in all these really pretty colors. So what you're getting here is an actual vintage-inspired eyelet that's embroidered instead of punched out of the jean, and it just gives you a little bit of interest in life on the side of the sleeve. And then Suzanne's is done in a very pale champagne color. I don't even know if you can see it well on camera, but this is the softer, kind of more elegant version. This is the more playful, kind of fun version if you want to show off those colors a little bit more.
Yeah, and believe it or not, the crew does not believe this, but I'm gonna hold my hand still. I'm gonna do my very best, I promise. I always talk with my hands so much.
Me too, I'm
I think I was Italian in a former life.
Hey.
Yeah, absolutely. But look how pretty, and this to me is just sheer elegance.
Yeah, very soft.
I love the chambray because I think it's boho chic. I could see that even if you put on like a cool maxi skirt with this version, how fun that would be. But if you really wanna go to the flip side of that and be extremely elegant, and again, wear a coat that's unique. For example, the sleeve is very different than what we normally see on a jean jacket.
And I was just gonna talk about this. What is a chore jacket? Well, you know what it is? It's inspired by like old kind of provincial styling. So it's a little bit utility inspired. Our designer will tell you that it's like, imagine someone working in the lavender fields in Provence, right? And it's like this chic old French woman who's rubbing her face with olive oil and she's 1,000 years old, but she doesn't look it, right? This is what they used to wear, you know, as a chore, as a work jacket. So it's a little bit borrowed from utility, but we refined it. We gave you an inverted pleat in the back, which gives you a little bit of swing. You can see that. The cuffs and the hem are a little bit wider, so it gives you a little more substance and kind of weight and presence. And then you've got this classic kind of collar that's a little bit kind of rounded and a little bit more exaggerated, and then huge patch pockets down here that kind of lend themselves to the utility style, and many, 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 many buttons going from top to bottom that really kind of play in and give it a little bit of detail. So it's a swing style.
Look how fun that is. And I love it. It's on 3/4 length, and so you can show off your bracelets. I love to see, especially with the chambray, put a lot of wood bracelets on with it, really like kind of step into that boho chic sort of look. But look how fabulous that embroidery is. And this takes so much time. I think what we don't appreciate is the HSN deal is $100. Now, if I were in New York or Boston or Chicago, LA, a jacket with this much work on it, Las Vegas would be, you could put another couple numbers in the front, right? But to get it at $79.99 sort of takes it to that next level. And what you might not know is look at all the stretch. I am literally wrapped up like a cocoon, and you'll see it in just a second, I promise, because the stretch is impeccable. And why do we love that? Look, I've got this wrapped like a wrap dress around me. Why do we love this? It is because you can drive the car, you can pick up the grandbaby, the kids, you can lift stuff, you can be on your computer and not have to take your dumb jacket off to be comfortable. What does that relate to? How cute will you look when you're going to that wedding weekend? Yeah. And you've got, you know, that Saturday, everybody's getting together, they're having drinks at a cute little bar, and you come roll it in with your cool little jacket. Maybe, I love the idea to take a pair of shorts, you know, add it back to it.
The shorts match
back.
How
cute would that be? Yeah, look at that chambray for sure.
Really, really cute.
Like, look at Sam's comment. I mean, come on. And you just look like, you're just like so pulled together and you look so adorable.
Yeah, and the jacket has swing to it, not only in the body, but also in the sleeve. You know, you can see how Suzanne was showing you. We call this our angel sleeve. So it's a little bit more relaxed, but it's not like a bell. It's not like a cha-cha, you know, kind of sleeve, but it has a little bit of that angel kind of winged style to it. And what we've started doing this year, you guys will notice more and more, is we're embroidering over the front and the back of jackets to give it more kind of presence. And honestly, it makes it look more expensive. When the embroidery lives across the seam on something, it's more expensive for us to do. But in this case, since there's no seam on the side of the jacket, we carried the embroidery front to back. So it rests just on the top of your arm, looks beautiful. That's kind of like the more like detailed kind of things that we do. And I was thinking what Suzanne said, even though you're going to a store and you're adding a 1 or 2, just because something something is embroidered, every designer loves to add a high price to it. Right. We've been doing this for 29 years. We know from embroidery, we know good colors and good threads, and the quality of our embroidery is through the roof.
I just want to show you too, these are ivory shorts that are coming up. Remember, they're almost 50% off. And we have the matching jacket. So these two pieces will work together. I know you've got a little something you're watching saying, oh, I do have something coming up and I want to look adorable. Maybe it's that class reunion. I think those are so stressful. And how cute will you be when you're at that barbecue? Or maybe you've got something coming up with your company you've got to go to over the summertime. Boy, talk about stress. Oh. You know, you don't want to look inappropriate. You don't want to wear, you know, something that's, but you want to look casual. Like, I mean, that is a nightmare.
For me, it's so easy for me to get dressed in the fall and the winter. That's my jam.